and get the back end moving and try and get that foot to stay. And I'll be able to make that connection with her again up top with reins in my hand. And I was just thinking the other day about fillies. They're so willing. Once they seem to make a connection with you, a bond. Like I feel like she wants to help me. So again, I'm going to explain today. I'm not going to do anything different on what I'm going to do physically, but I want to tell you folks mentally another way of looking at this. So if you can understand, a lot of times we start in the round pen with horses. And think of it. Why are we in a round pen? We're in a round pen because there's a wall there. When there's a wall there, they can't get away from you, and the things that you do to them physically hits home mentally because they're not trying to get away from you, because the wall's stopping them from getting you away. So first, when I'm doing my groundwork, I have a line on them. I try and pretend that I don't have a line on them when I do have a line on them. So that will maybe help me catching them or whatever. So let's just, a little example here, what I'm getting at. So let's try and not pull on the shank and get her. See what I'm trying to say? So she'll give me that. So when I'm up on their back, think of this. When you're on their back in a round pen, the wall's blocking them from leaving. So you do whatever you do to keep them out of the middle. But the reason that you've got them in a round pen is because you're not busy trying to hold them with your hands. You're moving them forward around the round pen, and whatever you're doing hits home with them mentally because they're not busy trying to escape. The wall's stopping them from escaping. So think of that when I just said we do the groundwork. We're pretending like we don't have one of these on, like we're in a round pen. This is my round pen. Get all them things done on the ground. Then when I get up on the back and I start cantering these circles, I build that round pen, remember? In my mental mind, I am training on some body parts, but to them, I'm just playing the game. Stay on this circle, let me be on a loose rein. Then, because they're quiet and unemotional, emotional is impulsive. So when they're impulsive, they're trying to run off. You're busy trying to hold them, and nothing's getting through to them mentally. So you build that round pen, get on a loose rein, and then when you pull on that inside rein and push with that foot, you're getting them soft in the face after you've built the round pen out here, and it hits home with them mentally, right? And then you go the other way and do that. Okay, now remember this, straight lines lengthen, circles shorten. So when we're riding these barrel type horses, thoroughbreds, any of that breeding that wants to run, you go out there and start training them on straight lines, you got them on your hands, emotional, and nothing's hitting home mentally. So on them type of horses, get them on this circle, keep them from running off, pulling them through the middle, standing them up on the inside. Once they get quiet, then you can start really pulling on their face, pushing on their ribs. They got impulsion, which is they're unemotional, or not unemotional. They've got the right emotions, and it's sinking home mentally. So in order for things to work mentally, you've got to have the emotional part and the impulsion part before the physical stuff hits home mentally. Okay, see if you guys can figure that one out.